Hello everyone, Big Economist here, and today's video is about the latest news in the used car market. We've got some significant changes in terms of day supply, pricing, and we're going to delve into all of that in this video. Before we dive in, remember the car buying guide is available in the description as usual, and another important update. Tomorrow's video will focus on the new car market. We've got some substantial changes in new car sales, so stay tuned for that video releasing tomorrow. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight in. The first data point we'll scrutinize is the forecasted volume of used cars, sales for 2023. Cox Automotive predicts that around 36 million used cars will be sold in 2023, mirroring the 2022 figures. This implies a plateau in year-on-year sales. Nonetheless, the current scenario reveals a contraction in month-to-month year-on-year sales of used cars. The year started with robust sales, but there's been a noticeable slump, and it's been falling consistently each month. The total volume of used cars up for sale, represented by day supply, accurately portrays this trend. The volume of used cars on the market slightly exceeds 2.19 million, which translates to a 47-day supply. Regular followers of this channel will know that the usual day supply for the used car market hovers around 40 days. Therefore, the current figures indicate a significant surge, nearing 50 days. The average asking price hovers just above $27,000, while the average mileage slightly surpasses 70,000 miles. As a result, we're observing a paradoxical scenario where declining sales are paired with increasing day supply and inventory. Dealerships are finally seeing a growth in their used car stocks. In theory, this should lead to a drop in retail prices, but contrary to expectations, retail prices remain sturdy, even as wholesale prices persistently diminish. Will retail prices eventually succumb to the trends in wholesale pricing? It's too soon to definitively say. As per Cox Automotive's report, retail prices may continue to remain resilient due to the fewer number of new vehicles sold in recent years, leading to a decrease in trade-ins. Let's delve into my analysis of the current state of affairs in the used car market and the patterns I've observed. First and foremost, affordable used cars remain in high demand. Budget-friendly cars are still hot commodities. That said, there are exceptions to this trend. Vehicles with high mileage or in poor condition aren't selling as quickly. If your car is in decent condition, has a reasonable mileage, and is priced moderately, it's a breeze to sell in the present market. This trend doesn't seem to be slowing down. When we shift our focus to the more expensive used cars, those priced at $35,000 and above, a different picture emerges. These vehicles are spending more time on dealership lots, and their wholesale values are seeing a dip. The majority of the depreciation in wholesale values can be attributed to these high-end used cars, primarily because they don't attract much interest. Individuals with the financial capability to acquire these cars are gravitating towards new ones, given the lower interest rates and attractive discounts on offer. Thus, for many, the decision to buy a new car becomes more appealing when making a significant investment. The primary reason people are still buying used cars is affordability. I predict that this trend will continue into the foreseeable future. So, will the retail prices of used cars start to fall? It's possible for some cars, but there are still vehicles in the used car market that are in high demand and are not easy to come by. I don't anticipate retail prices for these vehicles will drop. There has been a slight increase in the selling time of some sought-after cars, but this doesn't imply that dealers are willing to provide discounts. They seem to understand that they may need to invest a little more time and effort to sell these vehicles. Looking forward, I anticipate a gradual rise in the day supply and inventory in the used car market. This is likely due to an increasing trend of new car purchases, which in turn adds to the inventory of used cars through trade-ins. As more people opt for new cars, the buyer pool for used cars naturally shrinks, resulting in an increase in the day supply and overall stock. While this may appear to be a healthy trend for the market, the likelihood of securing a deal will depend on the specific car you're interested in. Just as in the new car market, certain used cars are incredibly popular. If you have your sights set on one of these vehicles, you should be prepared to pay the full asking price. Dealers are fully aware of the value of their stock and aren't necessarily willing to negotiate. Whether you're buying or selling, it's crucial to be aware of these trends and adjust your expectations accordingly. Moreover, the used car market, like any other, is influenced by factors like economic climate, consumer behavior, and technological advancements. For instance, with the growing focus on sustainability, electric and hybrid cars could potentially reshape the used car market in the future. So, while analyzing the current trends, it's equally important to keep an eye on these broader, long-term shifts. It's also worth noting that the digitalization of the car sales process has impacted the used car market. Online platforms have made it easier for buyers to compare prices, research vehicle histories, and even complete purchases without stepping foot on a dealership lot. On the flip side, sellers, including individual car owners and dealerships, are leveraging digital tools to reach a wider audience and optimize pricing based on real-time market data. We find ourselves in a fascinating juncture in the used car market. The combination of steady demand for affordable cars, slower sales of high-end used vehicles, and rising day supplies points towards a nuanced and complex market dynamic. It's a scenario where traditional expectations and theories are being tested and where broader economic factors are having a significant influence. Despite the forecasted stagnation in year-on-year used car sales for 2023, affordable used cars are seeing robust demand. This corroborates the age-old economic theory of affordability driving demand. These affordable used cars, well-maintained and with reasonable mileage, provide an attractive option for buyers unable to invest in new vehicles due to financial constraints or personal preference. On the other end of the spectrum, expensive used cars remain on the lots for longer durations, and their wholesale values are witnessing a decline. With new cars becoming more affordable due to lower interest rates and attractive discounts, the high-end used car segment seems to be losing some of its appeal. This trend might be a wake-up call for dealers and individual sellers to reevaluate their pricing strategies for these vehicles, considering their lowered interest and resultant depreciating values. Despite a substantial increase in day supply and rising inventories, retail prices have surprisingly remained resilient. This could be attributed to the lesser number of new vehicles sold in the past few years, resulting in a reduction in trade-ins and thereby maintaining a steady used car market. Dealers are aware of the value of their inventory and are apparently comfortable with waiting a bit longer for the right buyer. They are unlikely to offer substantial discounts on high-demand vehicles and would prefer holding out for buyers willing to meet their asking price. I believe it's only a matter of time before the used car market dynamics balance out. With increasing supply and decreasing sales, some pricing adjustment is likely to happen. Although when and how sharply this correction will occur remains a question influenced by a myriad of other factors, including interest rates, new car sales, and overall economic conditions. In this context, the digitization of the car sales process is playing a significant role. Online platforms have provided transparency and ease for buyers and sellers alike, fundamentally altering the buying and selling process. It has democratized access to information and led to more competition, which generally results in better prices for consumers. While these trends are critical to understanding the present market, the horizon holds possible disruptive factors. The increasing popularity of electric and hybrid vehicles could significantly reshape the used car market landscape. Sustainability and technological advancements are not merely trends, but are rapidly becoming integral to consumer decision-making processes. As always, it's critical for both buyers and sellers to stay informed about these trends and adjust their strategies accordingly. Navigating the used car market effectively requires a comprehensive understanding of both the present dynamics and potential future shifts. As we continue to observe these trends, we'll keep providing insights to help you make informed decisions. Don't forget to tune in for our next video where we'll delve into the new car market's latest trends. Thank you for joining me, Big Economist, and see you in our next discussion.